y'all, welcome to my YouTube. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and also turn on your post notifications to get notified whenever I post a new video. I will be doing a closure wig install on my client. This is just my way of how I do things. It's not an actual way to achieve a closure wig install, but this is what I do on an everyday with my clients. So first, you want to braid your client. It's so many different ways on how to braid for underneath a wig, but I just braid the traditional way, just part down the middle and do an up down all the way around her head. Next, I am using the Miracle Grow CBD Super Strength Hair Oil. I bought this at my local beauty supply store. You want to make sure you definitely oil your client's scalp under each install. The next thing that I do is I grab my Got To Be Glue spray. I spray the front of her hair where her edges are. I push those back because we're not going to need those at all. We want to protect her hair from the front. You don't want to pull her edges out or pull out no hair that's in the front of her head. So after I completed that step, I apply the cap, and the cap that I'm using is like the little footy things that you get from the store. I prefer to use those. They're just more thin, so like when you applying glue or applying any spray, it just melts better. I then go in with my even lace bonding spray. Some people like to use glue, some people like to use gel. I rather use the spray instead. I mean, it still gives off that same melting into the skin look. And then I just blow dry after until it's completely dry. This is kind of optional, but I sometimes get my needle and my thread and I go around the top of her head as if I'm forming like a U shape. Like forming for the closure. Like I know exactly where the closure is going to sit on her head. then go in with my Hold Me Down lace glue from Erica J. That's the best glue that I've used so far. Like, I love her glue. And I will apply about 3 layers. You can do more if you like, but I go in with like 3 layers, and I just let it turn clear before I add the lace on top. I am now spraying her closure with the Fancy Beauty lace tint. Go shop. So after the glue has dried, you can now place your lace onto the glue, and you want to press into her skin. The goal is to give off a natural look. It's supposed to look like it's growing out of her scalp. So you want to try your hardest to press into that lace and get it as melted as you can. She had a brand new wig, and it already came plucked and it already came cut. Now, sometimes you might have to cut a little bit off, and that's fine that you have to do that. The goal is to get it as natural as possible. Let's get into the lace. Very much giving natural. So now I go in with the Eben melting spray. I just spray a little bit at the top, and then I get my elastic band and I just put it right on top of that lace. I will keep my band on for about a good 5 to 8 minutes, and then I start to style. So my client is definitely wearing a middle part, as you can see. I go in with my wax stick, and I just press that onto the hair, because once you put that hot comb on her hair, it's going to lay so flat. That's the key right there. So now I am grabbing a small section for the baby hair. You don't need that much hair. You really just need a small section. If you need to pluck, go ahead and pluck, because you don't want any thick baby hairs. You want it to be thin, sleek, and look very natural. I then go in with my Got To Be glue spray to do my baby hair. Now, everybody has their own preference on what they would love to use. Some people like gel, some people like to use mousse. It doesn't really matter as long as it works for you. But that's what I like to use in my preference. So I just use the Got To Be glue spray, I form the baby hairs, and then I use the blow dryer to actually get it to lay how I want it to lay. So the look that we're going for today, my client asked for some soft curls, soft loose curls, and the curling iron that I will be using today will be the T3 1.5-inch curling iron. Okay, girls. So I ended up fixing it off camera, but as you can see, fire. Just fire, like. it.